Good morning, gold morning. Well, it happens to be coinciding my monthly video for in English. It's happened to coincide with the Monday and the end of March, 31st of March today, and it coincides with an extreme explosive prices in the gold. Well, actually, gold has been in this trend for many times, probably broke the records for 50 times during this year, or let's say in the recently. Well, today it broke another record. So I'm not just going to talk about gold, because today it's also agreed to be a silver squeeze number 2 day, with silver buyers decided to buy a lot of silver to break the market. So we'll see if it works or not. It's like a squeeze of like meme coins and meme buys, things like that. So they'll try it on silver. Silver has been extremely underpriced. It's an industrial item, so it has pressures from industrial and banks to keep it low. It has a lot of industrial use. It's not like gold, which has mostly a value as a safe haven asset at the vaults of all governments, all countries' governments and central banks, and not just people. And it's about almost more than half of it is held by people, and 40-50% is held by governments and central banks. So now, going back to what's happening, I'd like to reflect you what's happening. Number one topic from the thumbnail: the gold has broken 100,000 US dollars for the first time. A physical gold you could hardly find at that price even last week, but it started the week well above $100,000, and an ounce is above the 3,000 target, which used to be told. It's now 3,000. It has seen $3,100. I would just show you as on another right here next to me. As you see, this is from a gold price uh, graph, and now I'll just go there and to explain you. The gold right now is at $3,108 almost, and it has made a big increase. And as you look at the top here, you see 3,111.77, which is the record since this morning. So this is the new record, is $3,111.77 right now. It's of course it moves back and forth very quickly during the day. And on this my right hand, I'm just making sure we are all watching the same chart at the same time. Uh, okay, as you see here, gold changed about 0.74% today, this morning. Silver is up only less, so the silver squeeze hasn't started yet. It's at $34.22. As you see, palladium increased. Uh, all metals in general, as you see, all green, even all commodities, I can say. US oil is stable at 68.97. Euro US dollar is 108. And Huawei is, this is gold. Bitcoin is 81,708. So it's now known fact that Bitcoin is not a gold. It's not a digital gold. It's approved right now. So it's not a safe haven, let's say, per. And right here, as you see, per kilo price, $99,922. This is the buying price. So you will not find a kilo of gold for this price. It's above $100,000. I can show you from another chart that this is not the actual situation in the market for Turkey especially, and there is some commission on top of it. Um, okay, I'm just taking you there right now. Okay, just making sure, yes, we are all seeing the same chart at the same time. So this is also to explain my Turkish users how it's behaving. As you see, and this is the TL Turkish TL rate. As you see, gold in kilograms right here. They are buying at $100,550 per kilo, 100,730. And as you see, the price increased 1%, not 74% per comparison. They are using different basics of gold price. This is not in TL, this is in US dollars. $100,740. Euro wise, it's 93,290 euros per kilo. Gold silver ratio is above 90. So that means 1 ounce of gold or 1 kilo of ounce gold buys more than 90 kilos of silver. So silver is much lower comparatively. And there are also palladium and platinum prices on this chart, but that's the one I like to. And for Turkish viewers again, gold of a kilogram, or you can take a look at it as a gram, is very close to $3,900 on this holiday closed market on Monday, Tuesday. The stores are closed. The sales of gold, except internet, are closed. So they'll be open on Thursday, no, Wednesday. They'll be open on Wednesday. But as I said, that's not a problem anymore, because people can access gold from their digital accounts, and they can buy physical from internet accounts. It's widely sold in almost all Turkish websites. Gold sold. Okay. Now let me get back to. Okay, it's now I like to also report, this is not the only news that I was going to talk about, gold and silver, how they are behaving on the last day of March. End of March sale, fire sale. But I'm getting records from China, Shenzhen, that the stock exchange has broken down, just like the Friday, the Black Friday, maybe not so black, gray Friday of USA. Now we are getting close to 3% decrease in Japanese Nikkei stock index for the start of the week. So it's not a very good day for stock owners. And probably the futures of US markets are down about 0.5% already. We'll see what happens tonight. As President Trump this morning also fired a couple of more cannonballs. One of them is that he is not going to exclude any country from its customs tariff increases. So and the how do I say? But animosity between Europe, Canada, Mexico, and America, and Russia, and all countries are getting to extreme levels. All allies are against right now. So, well, they didn't start it. I think Mr. Trump is using it as I don't know, a bargaining chip, something, whatever. But it's not resulting in good relationships. At least maybe monetary wise, maybe 2-3 years down the road, it may help, but right now it's not helping. I would like to also read you some other excerpts from my Twitter account, so you can all watch it together. Okay. Now I will show you my Twitter account. Okay. Because there are some news that I'm reflecting. Okay. This is my Twitter account, as everybody follows. It's in Turkish. It's 192,000 followers I have. And I have my YouTube channel in Turkish has 416,000 followers. I have 108 million hours of watch. So that's my topic. Now let's go to today. 3 hours ago, Japan's Nikkei 225 stock exchange declines 3%. global equity markets getting pounded, everyone poorer together. Okay, well, except the gold and silver owners, of course. And we'll talk about real estate later. Real estate owners are not in such a bad situation because they held physical assets. It's a long-term purchase. You don't buy a house to sell under 5 years of time, and 5 year changes everything. And also you have a mortgage leverage, which is all very different in calculations of a basic real estate house price or investment or with a mortgage. It's a completely different story. It's very profitable, but then not in the US. The US is having hard time collecting mortgage payments. Okay, this shows you the ugly sell-off in Japan by 4%, almost 390 here in Nikkei 225. This was also 3 hours ago. There are topics. This is Korea and Asia Pacific are only slightly down. Nasdaq futures is down about 137. It increased from 50%, half a percent. Trump tariffs to commence with all countries worldwide, no exemption. This is told in 2 hours ago. And Peter Schiff has gold first traded $2,000 on August 2020, and it just increased $100,000. Took 3.5 years to get there in US dollars. But gold first traded $3,000 on March 25. Gold is already trading above 3,100 just 2 weeks later. So it took the next 100 instead of 3.5 years, just 2 weeks was enough to reach the next $100 because there's big hurry, whatever you can call worldwide worry. S&P 500, this is from Garrett Soloway, down. This gives you a chance of people I'm following, many people I'm following. This is just part of it from Twitter. Garrett Soloway. Garrett is a trader. He's a very short-term trader. Okay, a technical trader. It says S&P futures are down 35 as remain over tariffs and April 2 deadline, starting to scope out solid companies that are beginning to get oversold and nearing major support by fear, sell, greed. Okay, well, he's proposing to buy the fear, but this is not okay. This is not a solid advice for a very long term. This is very short term, or let's say middle term, because if it breaks down further, it can be a major breakdown, falling from correction territory to bear territory, which means another 10% down in US market. Okay, here in the zero hedge, breaking 50% of COMEX eligible gold is still not eligible as deliverable supply, says COMEX operator on 9th of December 2024. Well, it's a longer story, so it's about deliverable supply. Okay, and gold new all-time high this morning, yes, and Japanese stock exchange falling above 3%. We just saw it was 4% recently. Amanda Goodall says the real collapse isn't coming. It's already in the data. 46% of student loan borrowers who missed a payment now have scores under 620. Average job search now over 21 weeks. Severance is long gone. FHA delinquencies above 11%. This is housing, mortgage payment. Closer to 15% in practice. This is official. This is in practice. No job, no credit, housing on the brink. Q3, Q4, workforce projections, what keep me up at night. That's what Amanda Goodall says. Okay, BRICS. Justin from BRIC News. China, Japan, and South Korea agree to promote regional trade as Trump tariffs approach. So animosity is increasing, new friendships in the world. And okay, this is from Bald Guy also. the Kobeissi, the modern day gold rush. Gold prices are up 70% in 16 months with a new record market cap of 20.75 trillion. What this means, if you sell all the gold in the world right now, it will total 20.75 trillion. As you know, U.S. Borrowing is $36 trillion. So you can see the huge amount of U.S. Borrowing. Even if you sell it all, the gold in the world, that doesn't help USA. Okay. In fact, gold is 1.25 trillion more than combined value of remaining top 10 valuable assets. Well, this is a different type of calculation. I don't know if it is too much of a logic, but what it does say is, like you can see, gold is the first asset in the world. Apple is taken as a company. It is only 3 trillion in value. Microsoft is 2.8 trillion. Nvidia is 2.6. They are falling. All these are falling, as you see, red here. And Amazon, so the big companies, big seven, is falling, dropping by 3%, 2%, 4%, as you can see here, just in the last day. Silver is in the 6th position, and the bold guy expected it to move from 1.96. It expects it to move to the 2nd position. It may not increase by 50%, as the stocks may decrease more, but they are expecting it to move from 6th position to 2nd position. And today is a silver squeeze agreed day. Everybody who buys physical silver are preparing to break the paper market. We'll see if it works. And Bitcoin is in the 9th position with 1.6 trillion value, Saudi Aramco, Google, Alphabet. So silver is 1.96. And then comes the Meta platforms right below the Bitcoin valuation. Okay, so I just explained you what this chart means. Okay. Mohamed El Arian, a U.S. leads a busy week look ahead for global economy in markets with a string of data releases, including this week's data expected, monthly job report. JOLTS is job openings in the USA, ISM manufacturing figures index, and retail sales of USA. April 2nd tariff announcement. I think this runs number 1. You know, now what the news have secondary significance for gold and silver, but what Trump says has more significance to move the markets. Remarks by Chair Powell and other Federal Reserve officials during the week. We will also get China's PMI. This is production of China, Japanese industrial production and retail sales, an interest rate decision in Australia, European CPI and PPI. This is consumer price index, producer price index, inflation data, alongside with remarks from the several ECB European officials and German factory order data. Okay, I just translated his remark from English to English with the explanations, opening up the acronyms. Stock futures are back. They are getting closer to market beginning. As I said, this is earlier opening 5 hours ago. It's even worse right now. So USA delinquency rate, I just read you above, hits 11.3%, highest level in 12 years except COVID. And right now there are news that Canadians are going to get, because of the animosity with the USA, Canadians are planning to sell all their real estate in Florida and warm areas and go back to Canada. So this will increase the houses on the market in the vacation zones for Canadians. This is not written here. I'm watching other scenarios as well. And Goldman Sachs, this is officially watched indication. raised its recession risk of odds to 35% from 20, although 20 to 35 doesn't mean too much. If you calculate it, it's about 80% increase from 20 to 35%. Recession means, of course, everybody knows recession. So this is what they are expecting, recession odds, expectations. Okay, gold goes to 3,100. This is the Shenzhen market today. It's a Monday, but people are, running to buy gold, gold, gold. Everybody's running. India, everyone, China, Turkey, everybody is rushing to buy their physical golds, not paper golds. Okay. Anti-American sentiment. This is what I told as a animosity rises in Europe as Trump fuels anger. Bloomberg. Okay. People don't like Americans, in Denmark, Sweden, Germany, France. It's falling badly because of their good selection of president, I think. So that's the main reason, that's the recent change. Explanation taken from the comment, okay. Zero hedge, credit starting to crack. Finally, the Fed is about to wake up. So why I took the comment explanation, what is a credit cracking? No, everybody asks that question. The chart in zero hedge shows credit market stress with the spreads between high yield bonds and investment grade bonds widening sharply since late 24, signaling rising default risks, not payment of credits. People may not pay their credits back. That's what it means, default. Zero hedge founded on this year, framing this post as warning of potential economic trouble. This is probably from AI, artificial intelligence. It sounds like it. The Fed waking up refers to the Federal Reserve possibly cutting interest rate to ease conditions, a response to monetary policy goals outlined by the Fed to stabilize prices and employment. Okay, credit cracking. And this is mine. A kilogram of gold is about $100,000 and close to a gram is close to 3,900 US dollars. And I wish everyone a good holiday. Start the week with a record above $3,100, and then it's the day for the silver squeeze. Okay, now this is 22 minutes, and I wish to end my English video. I guess I read you almost all the cover. I covered all the worldly news this morning. I wish you all a happy April. Tomorrow is April's Fool's Day. So you better watch whatever you're going to do, invest, do it today, not tomorrow. It is April Fool's Day. See you all later, maybe sometime in April, twice or once.